Every booking matters, and with Quiktravel, agents have the power to do more. Introducing Quiktravel Shopping. Now you can shop, book and ticket all from one seamless platform. Powered by Edifact and NDC content across Sabre, Amadeus and Travelport, Quiktravel gives you access to NDC fares from over 20 leading airlines and more. Manage bookings with ease. After-sales tools are fully integrated. Improve your productivity and keep your sales growing with confidence. Quiktravel is constantly evolving, with new enhancements always on the horizon. Take control of the way you book and manage airfares with Quiktravel by Consolidated Travel. Sign up today.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for your time today. My name is Mark Pagnan, and I'm IT Manager at Consolidated Travel. Well, we're excited to introduce you to our new version of Quiktravel, featuring our shopping function, which we're releasing next week. So when you log into Quiktravel next week, things will look a little different. So today, we want to run through a few things so you have some idea of what to expect and how shopping can benefit you.
Quiktravel shopping in a nutshell. Currently, you would search, price and book in the GDS and go into Quiktravel to retrieve your booking and action it. But now with shopping, you can do all that in Quiktravel. Quiktravel has now been enhanced to include all these functions: search, shop, book, cancel, issue, void, refund, reissue, seats, bags, meals, and other ancillaries. The ones shown in blue are the new functions that we are introducing with the new shopping feature. So Quiktravel has now been fitted with 3 booking engines to cater for all agent GDSs. It allows you to shop and book for both Edifact and NDC fares in your own PCC and NDC fares in Consolidated Travel's PCC, regardless of the GDS, and you'll be able to see all the results on the one screen. And you'll also be notified about any NDC schedule changes and have the ability to manage NDC bookings in Quiktravel. So specifically with NDC, Quiktravel now offers access to NDC content for over 20 airlines, and with more to come. The 5 airlines shown in green are for the consolidation flow airlines. These are the ones you can already issue tickets for in Quiktravel for bookings you have in your own PCC, and this doesn't change. But now you'll be able to shop and book in your own PCC for the 5 green airlines, and in our PCC for all the 22 NDC airlines. And when you create a booking, you'll be able to book and hold, and book and ticket, which we'll release a little bit later, along with the ability to book seats, bags, meals, and etc. And you'll be advised of any NDC order change notifications. So what is the benefit of using Quiktravel? Well, you can search, book, and issue tickets all in the one system. You'll have easier access to more NDC airline fares. You can search and book Edifact and NDC fares in your own PCC, as well as NDC fares in our PCC for 22 airlines. And you can compare them all on the one screen, which gives you more choices, better prices, and leading to better sales. So with the introduction of shopping, we've made a few subtle changes to Quiktravel's design. This is the screen that you're currently familiar with. We've made a few cosmetic changes. You'll notice a darker blue colour and new icons, as well as some other changes that you'll see in the next few slides. The most notable addition is the Shopping tab, which contains all the booking engine functions. I'll go into more detail on this later in the demo. We have changed the Manage Bookings area around. You'll notice we now have tabs to separate the searches and some other new functions. Here we have a new unticketed bookings page to show you all the new bookings that you create during shopping and need to issue tickets for. We also have a new View Booking function in the Action menu, which retrieves the booking from the GDS and shows you details like in this next slide. You will see all the booking details here, as well as have access to some other handy functions such as adding bags and seats, which will be available a little later on. And you can also add passport details or frequent flyer numbers for passengers. So keep an eye out on this page, as it will introduce more functions in this area as we go. So going back to the Manage Bookings page, we've also added a new tab for schedule changes, so you can keep track of any bookings that have had changes to the flight times. Please note that this only relates to bookings that you created in our Consolidated Travel PCC, not your own PCC. You'll still be able to see schedule changes for bookings in your own PCC as you currently do via the GDS. So these represent the main changes, but there will be others that you'll discover yourselves, especially as time goes by. So let's give you a brief look at what the new shopping feature looks like.
Welcome to Quiktravel Shopping and Booking. Click on the Shopping tab to get started. You will see a number of options to enter your search details. There are 4 tabs where you can do a round trip, one-way, multi-city or 2 one-ways. A 2 one-way search provides independent outbound and inbound flights. Let's try entering some details for a round-trip search. Select your passengers, cabin class and fare source, where you can select GDS PCCs, and whether you want GDS or NDC fares. There are a few advanced options. You can enter a markup amount or rate to apply to the shown prices. Recent searches will be shown in the tab area below, along with any favorite searches you've saved and for any recent bookings you have made. Let's enter an origin destination and date to see some fares. Click Search. Quiktravel will collate fares from all PCCs that you have chosen and show them all in one list. Results are shown in order of cheapest first. Each result clearly indicates which GDS and PCC that the fare came from. Amadeus, Sabre, or Galileo or Travelport. Details of flight times and stops are shown for each fare amount, with some having more than one departure time options. Click on the Flight Details button to see more details about the flight. You can see the airport, flight numbers, flight duration, inclusions, etc. And you can click on the View Fare Rules link to see the fare rules for the flight. On the right you will see a number of filters to narrow down the results. You can filter on the number of stops, which also shows the minimum fare price for each option. You can select one airline using the Only button next to each airline. Or you can select all airlines to see them all again. A lot of information is shown. NDC fares are highlighted with a purple icon. Any private fares are also shown with icons. Notice that 3 prices are shown: published, agent and passenger, which includes the $50 markup we entered earlier. You can also choose to hide the agent price, which is handy when showing the screen to passengers. The agent price also shows the commission and/or fees included in the price. You can sort results with the Fare Sort link. You can research by changing the departure date 3 days ahead or behind. If you want to save your search, you can click on the star icon. Or you can modify your search by re-entering details and clicking Search again. You can also click on the Flight Upgrade button to see any options to upgrade flights. Alternative fares are shown side by side to allow for easy comparison of all included, excluded or paid features. Just click on the Select Fare button if you want to change to another fare. Or click on any Select button to pick the fare you want to book. You will be taken to the checkout screen. Flight details can still be seen here. And you can also click Change Flight to go back and select something else. The price summary shows details of your agent and passenger amounts. Click on the down arrow to expand the details. Click on Show Price Details to see a further breakdown, including individual tax amounts, commission, and markup. Click on Edit SPM to change or clear your markup if you need to. You can click on the Quote button at the top to show and print a quote for your passenger with all the details necessary. To create a booking, you need to enter all passenger details. Enter booking contact details, or use the same details from the passenger. Accept and acknowledge to proceed. And click Book Now to create the booking. And that's it. Your booking has been created and your PNR locator is shown at the top. Thank you for listening.
So there you have it. We hope you found that helpful. As we said, the new site will be available from next week. But before we finish, there's another important thing we wanted to cover. So what do you need to do to get access to shopping? There are 3 steps you need to follow. First, you'll need to log into the new Quiktravel site next week. Click on the Agency Settings link on the left navigation bar where you will see Register for Shopping button. Click on the Register button. There'll be a pop-up to confirm you want to proceed with the registration. And when you click the Register button, our sales team will be notified to process your request. They will set up your profile and permissions and send you an email within a day with instructions on what you need to do next. So what do you need to do next? Well, that is step 2. For Sabre agents who register for shopping in the month of November, we will request the credentials for you. For Amadeus agents, you'll need to reach out to your account manager and request an API login, and same for Sabre agents after November. Please CC our email address, shopping@quick.travel, so we can help keep track of requests for you. For Travelport agents, you'll be able to create your own API login via the new Credential Access Manager feature in My Travelport. Each GDS is different with their own requirements and process, but it's all detailed for you in the instructions provided by our sales team. Essentially, these credentials are needed so that Quiktravel can access your PCC to shop and book. Sabre and Amadeus will ask you to sign an agreement and then set up API login details. This can take 1 to 3 weeks for them to action, and then you should receive emails with a login username and password. Once you receive your API login details, you can log back into Quiktravel to enter the GDS details in. Under Agency Settings, you'll notice a new Shopping Setup button. Click that and you should see your PCC shown, or PCCs if you have multiple. Click on the Add Credentials button to enter the GDS login credentials. Click Test and Save, and Quiktravel will test out your credentials with the GDS. If all is good, your credentials will be saved, and then you'll be able to start shopping as soon as you next log into Quiktravel. As noted earlier, our sales team will provide you with more information after you register, so don't worry if you miss these steps. And you can also access these details in the Quiktravel online help or our website. So there you have it. I hope that gives you a better idea of how the shopping function works in Quiktravel and how you can access it. So just a final recap before we open up for some questions. The new site launches next week, where you can log in and register, receive our instructions, request an API login from the GDS, load them into Quiktravel, and then start shopping.